My culinary school instructor failed me for creating inauthentic fusion dishes that mixed my Chinese heritage with French techniques. Last night, as my restaurant received its second Michelin star, I saw him waiting for a table that's been booked solid for 8 months. "This is not cuisine, this is confusion," Lyshet Moreau declared, pushing away my final project plate. "You cannot put Sian peppercorns in a Ettertingernize, that is culinary blasphemy." Despite graduating at the bottom of my class, I secured a junior position at a traditional French restaurant. For 2 years, I kept my head down and mastered the classics while experimenting with fusion concepts in my tiny apartment kitchen. When I finally saved enough to open a small 20-seat restaurant, traditional investors refused to back my vision. "Pick a lane," they advised. "French or Chinese. Diners want authenticity." I found unconventional backing from first-generation immigrant investors who understood living between cultures. We opened borderless in a former dry cleaner's shop, with second-hand equipment and family recipes reimagined through classical French techniques. For the first 3 months, we were nearly empty. Then a prominent food blogger described my meba tofu bouillabaisse as a dish that doesn't just cross borders but dissolves them. Within days, we had a 2-month waiting list. As our reputation grew, I expanded the concept but refused multiple offers to open in Las Vegas or Dari. "This isn't a formula to be replicated," I explained. "Each dish tells the story of my specific journey between two cultures." When our first Michelin star arrived, I hired 3 young chefs who had been similarly discouraged from exploring their cultural fusion cuisines. Our kitchen now features techniques and flavors from Vietnam, Mexico, Ghana, and Italy, all in conversation with classical traditions. Last night, as I surveyed the dining room after receiving our second star, I noticed Grand West Moreau, seated in the corner, meticulously photographing each course. Our eyes met briefly before he quickly looked away. I sent over a complimentary dish, the very same Sian Itataibernese recipe he had failed me for, now refined through years of expertise but still fundamentally the same blasphemous concept. When he finished, he approached the kitchen with tears in his eyes. "I was wrong," he said simply. "You have created something entirely new and important." I thanked him, then introduced him to our newest chef, a former student of his who had also been discouraged from exploring her Nigerian, German cuisine. Sometimes the most powerful form of success is creating space for others to follow the path you had to forge alone.